All right, Nick, in this video, we're going to talk about another dramatic improvement that you've made, and we're going to focus in this video on the launch position. In other words, where your hands are and the type of position you're in to swing once your front foot lands. And we'll again compare your old swing back on June 7th to your current swing on June 26th. And before we talk specifically about what you look like differently in terms of the launch here, we're going to first talk about a couple of major league hitters, talk about what they're doing and why they're doing it, and then kind of translate that over here to you. All right, so what we'll do is we'll pull up Miguel Cabrera and Chase Utley. Okay, we'll flip him over, slide him up, and we'll get Miguel Cabrera up here. And let's talk really quickly about these major league hitters and where they need to be when they get ready to swing. And so we already talked about how a major league hitter is going to create a negative move to get ready to stride, as you can see here with Miguel Cabrera. And then as they take their stride, they're going to load their hands back and walk away from their hands to get to a good hitting position. And you can see that right there with Miguel Cabrera. He's in a good launch position. And we'll take a look at Chase Utley doing the same thing. We'll see here his negative move. He's getting prepared to stride. Now he takes his stride and walks away from his hands, and the hands get loaded. And now the front foot's down. And both of these hitters do a very good job getting to a good launch for a couple of reasons. Number one, we'll see that the knees stay inside the feet, and the knees are equally balanced and equally bent. See that with both Cabrera and Chase Utley. Number two, you'll notice that the eyes stay slightly in front of the center of gravity to create balance. And number three, we can see the lead arm is slightly bent. The elbow on the lead arm is pointed towards the ground. You'll also notice, which is really important, is the position of the bat. You can see that Chase Utley's bat is nice and tall. The barrel of the bat is close to his head, and the knob of the bat is pointed towards the catcher. You can see the back elbow's loaded, and he's got a slight inward turn to his shoulders. They're slightly turned in towards home plate. This creates a very powerful and effective launch position. You see the same thing here with Miguel Cabrera. All right, you'll notice with Cabrera, he has a little bit more tilt to his bat when he gets to launch. That just creates more power. Utley has less tilt. He's trying to hit for more contact, to spray the ball. All right, so this is a good launch position here. And the reason why this is so important to get the barrel of the bat in the hands in these positions is because it helps us be quick to the zone. You'll see here with Chase Utley, he's able to work this elbow down towards his back hip and lead this front elbow towards the pitcher. And that's going to help him get his hands connected to his hips. Hands, back elbow, and hips are connected. And that gets the barrel of the bat working close to this hitting zone right here, which maximizes the amount of time that the barrel of the bat works up the plane of the pitch. And you'll see the same thing here with Miguel Cabrera. Because the barrel of the bat starts close to the hitting zone, he's able to work this back elbow down towards his back hip and lead the front elbow towards the pitcher. And as a result, he's able to get connected. Hands, back elbow, back hip are connected, and the barrel of the bat is working close to the hitting zone so that he can get it working up the plane of the pitch as early as possible. All right, so we took a look at the two major league hitters. Let's take a look at you and look at the before and after. So we already talked about your stance. You're going to see here on the left-hand side your negative move is right there. We're going to see you take your stride and load your hands. And right here is where your front foot gets down and you're in launch, ready to swing. On the right-hand side, we'll watch your negative move. We're going to watch you walk away from your hands and take your stride and load your hands. And right here, the front foot is down, and we're in launch. And you're going to notice a couple of similarities. One, in both clips, your knees are inside of your feet and equally bent. And in both clips, your head's in a good position, slightly in front of the center of gravity. But the big difference is where your hands are at launch. Fantastic improvement on the right-hand side. You can see your lead arm is much more bent and relaxed. I like how you're starting to get your lead elbow pointed towards the ground. I love where the barrel of the bat is. Close to the head, nice and tall and steep, and the knob of the bat's pointed towards the catcher. You can also see here that your shoulders are turned slightly in towards home plate. So you're in a very, very effective launch position. Now on the left-hand side, you're going to notice a big difference with your lead arm. Look at how straight your lead arm was. And as a result, you're going to be tense and slower to get to this hitting zone. Okay? And you'll really notice when I start to show the swing how much quicker you're getting in the zone here as opposed to the left-hand side. Let's eliminate all these lines. And let's take you into the hitting zone here on the left-hand side. Watch how long it takes you to get that barrel close. And if we get you to your connection position in both swings, you'll see on the left-hand side, you weren't really able to get connected. Take a look at where your back elbow is. Your hands are trailing your elbow, and they're not getting lined up with your hips, your back hip. As a result, it's going to take you longer to get into the hitting zone right here. The longer it takes you, the less efficient you are. The less chance you have of squaring up the ball out here off the front leg. Now on the left-hand side, or the right-hand side, dramatic improvement. Look how the hands are able to get connected to the back elbow and the back hip. Look how much closer the barrel of the bat is to the hitting zone. So you're much shorter and quicker. Dramatic improvement, Nick. You got to be very excited about that.